Naam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, bi'idhnillah, I'm going to be showing us how I made the instrumental for SALAAM MUSTAPHA. So, bi'idhnillah, I'm going to start with the intro. This is how the intro went. So that intro, it is made up of let me look at it. It's made up of 5 instruments. It's made up of 5 instruments. So the first one is the flute. Actually, there are 2 flutes on the intro. There are 2 flutes on it. So the first flute, actually, and something about this is that these instruments that I'm going to show you, I have removed all the mixing that is on the instrument. The mixing means how to make it sound better, put in echo and stuff like that. So I've actually removed all the instruments that is on it. Look at them here. These are to activate the mixing. Sorry. So I've removed the mixing from it. So I deliberately do that so that you can listen to it raw before the mixing. The one I played earlier here, it has been mixed. This, so you can see everything is sounding balanced. Do you understand? So it is because it has been mixed already. That is why it is sounding balanced. So now this one that hasn't been mixed. So here is the flute. Just listen to the flute alone. So that is the flute. This is the piano roll. This is where I programmed the flute. Do you understand? So this is where I have to program the flute. Can you see? So these are different sounds of flute here. So now can you hear that? So that was how I came about the flute. But I didn't use the whole of the flute. I only used half of it. I didn't use the first 4 bars. So that is the first 4 bars loading. It did not play. Do you understand? It is not playing. So the second bars, so that is the only one I used. Now after the flute, we have the what's called the guitar. So here's the guitar. That's the sound of the guitar. So here I used you can see there are different sounds here. So you can program anything you want on FL. This is FLstudio. I'm actually using FLstudio. So that was how I programmed it. Let us listen again. Now, so let us listen to it together with the flute. Now, mashallah. So that is the guitar and the flute. So the next thing is the piano. Now, so I added some bass here. Oh, sorry. So I don't want to play that part yet. So we are currently dealing with the intro. So I added some bass here. Understand? So there it is, the piano, the guitar, and the flute. So let me play them together. Then the next thing is the bass. So I added some bass to the intro. Let us listen to it. Now, so it won't make sense on its own until you listen to them all together. Do you understand? So let me play them together. The flute, the guitar, the piano, then the bass. Now, mashallah. Okay, so the next thing is the we have the what's called, we have another flute. We have another flute here. So okay, so we have another flute here. This is the last instrument on the intro. So the flute, let me go into the piano roll. So here's the flute here. So let me play it. Now, mashallah. So now let me play everything all together. Mashallah. So let me play it again. Now, mashallah. So let me switch off the vocals so that we can. I'm coming. Okay, so that is how the making of the intro. That's how the making of the intro went. So the next thing is the what's called the verses. Do you understand? So let's listen to the verse. Let's see how the verse sounds. Let's start from the intro to the verse. Okay, so the verse consists of it consists of the piano, progression, there is a flute on the verse, and then the drums. So well, let's start from there. Let's start from the drums. I'm coming. Let me switch off the other ones. So the drums consist of the kick, then the snare. This is the kick here. Then the snare. Then there's another snare. Then there's another kick again. Then there's the hi-hat. So there's an hi-hat there. So let me switch off most of them and let's listen. The kick, here's the kick. Oops. Just now. So that's just the kick. Now that's just the basic kick. So something about the kick is it's very easy to make the kick. Do you understand? Just right click here and click fill each 8 steps, or fill each 4 steps, fill each 2 steps. That was how I made this particular kick. Do you understand? There are different patterns. There are some that you can't find there. You just have to fill them in one by one by yourself. You understand? So well, this was how I made this. I just used this, fill each steps each, then 1 2 3 4 5 7 8 1 2 3. So that was how the kick went, like the main kick went. Then after that I added the snare. You see, this particular snare sound is the best, like This is the best snare sound for me. I like this snare sound a lot. I like it a lot. If you look at it here, this icon I am hovering on. This is where my favorite like drum shots are. So when I click it, let me click it and let's see. You can see the snare is here. That's the snare there. So I like it a lot. If you listen to most of my songs, you'll find that kick. You find that the kick is on most of my songs. I mean the snare is on most of my songs. So that's the snare and the kick all together. Then I added another snare, this one. Now. So after that, I added another kick. So you can hear it. Then after that, next is the art. Art is like anything that brought life to the drum. So that's just it. So there we have it, the drum pattern. Although there are different variations for this drum pattern. Do you understand? So the second variation, I only changed this particular kick. Yeah, I only changed that kick, and then some things here. So let me open the second. You can see the main kick has changed. So here is the sound of the main kick that changed. Can you hear it? It's sounding different from the other one. So that was how I made the drum pattern. So the next thing on the verse is our now the piano. So what happened? The piano is the same thing as the piano on the intro, but the different thing about the piano on the verse is that the progression is the same thing as the one on the intro, but the different thing is that I added bass to every part of the verse. Yes, sir. So I added bass to every part of the verse. So let's listen. Now. So there it is. Now let me play together with the with the main with the drums. Let me play together with the drums. So that is how the piano and the kick sounds together. I'm ready to rap it. So the piano and the kick sounds together. The piano and the kick sounds together. So there it is. Then the next thing is the flute. Oh, there's another sound. The so let me show you how I made that. Well, that is quite simple. I used there's this plugin. Okay, before that, let's just deal with the flute first. So here is the flute. So here is the flute. Let's listen to it. MashaAllah. Okay, so then so that is the flutes. Together with let me separate these guys. These guys are overlapping on each other. The vocal, the flute, and then another instrument. So let me just separate them. So there we have the flute. Now can you hear the flute together with them? So, MashaAllah. So there we have it. Now let me just play the flute and the kick so that you can hear the flute. So the next thing is this guy here, that so that guy, I used a plugin called Morphine is on FLstudio as well. And play it so you can listen. Now so there is this with Morphine. Now you can see there is some kind of difference, like a different instrument came in there. So the instrument is called strings. You understand? So I added it to give variety to the instrumental. You understand? So here is the string. Here, let me play the string. So that's the string. I added it to the chorus, and there are other strings as well that I added to some parts of the verses. Do you understand? So now there's another one again. Now so there it is. So that is those are the things that made up the whole instrumental. The rest is just to arrange them all together. So that is the whole thing that that made the instrumental. Do you understand? So the next thing now is to play the whole thing together. You understand? So we can listen to it entirely.